Well, good morning. Day 7. Alarm just went off. It's 5:30. It was supposed to be clear sky or windy, but we had 2 thunderstorm cells that came through last night. The first one was preceded by there was a group of elk that I could hear come running down the trail. So obviously they must have known a thunderstorm was coming and we're heading for lower ground. So anyway, it's time to get up, get ready, and head over Rocky Sea Pass and see if we can get to the trailhead in time.
Morning on, second morning. Now we're walking, and we were out of camp by 6:25. So nice, and we were using our headlamps this morning, and now we're heading up to Rocky Sea Pass, last pass of the whole Uinta Highline Trail. Woo-woo!
Yeah. And out of the burn section.
And out of the burn section. Yes, officially. Gosh. So, cute little lakes. We had talked about maybe getting all the way up here to one of these lakes to stay last night. But kind of glad we didn't, because with the thunder and lightning and wind, there isn't a whole lot of coverage. So, today we have 9.5 miles, this one pass, and then it's mostly downhill, but not totally downhill, to the trailhead, where we'll be picked up, and we have an 11 a.m. pickup time by Link's dad, so that's why we were walking early, just to make sure. We didn't know how hard the route finding was going to be this morning. But once again, Link did a fantastic job and got us to our destination. So here, that's it. We're heading straight for it. Wow. Right where that snow is the pass. So we're heading right on up there. So, let's see how it goes. There's the patch of snow we can see from below. I think Link is almost to the pass.
Well, we're almost all the way up to the top of Rocky Sea Pass. It's actually a really pretty morning. The storm clouds and the sun coming up. It amazes us as how many little small ponds that the Uintas have. It's been really cool. It's gonna be kind of sad to see it's over. All right, here it is, top of Rocky Sea Pass. Not quite as wow inspiring as all the other passes.
Over there it is.
But that's pretty cool.
Yeah. 11,300 feet.
All right.
Yeah. 8th pass. In the books.
Last one of the trip.
So I would say overall, this Uinta Highline Trail is really from start to finish 10 out of 10. Best trail we've ever been on from start to finish. Now, in the Sierra, of course, there's a ton of great trips in there. We've done a million, but they, from the very beginning to the very end, maybe not so much. Now, yesterday, the second half of the day was rough, but that's also because it was, a bad burn section. It's not like it's really the Highline's fault. So that was rough, but the rest of it was just amazing. Everything from, having 8 different passes, all above 11 and 12,000 feet. So many meadows, like the longest meadows we've ever seen. And just the variety of wildlife, variety of trail, variety of fungi and rocks. Like even when I was struggling, up some of the passes, looking at your feet, trying to get up this pass, even then, every rock was so interesting. The variety of colors and striations and everything, that it kind of made it interesting. So I would highly recommend this trail, but Link and I were saying, we're thinking it's definitely a 100% weather. You're completely reliant on the weather. So we got super lucky with those 2, not great days at the start when it didn't really matter. We didn't have the crazy passes, but then 4 beautiful days. And now it's pretty beautiful too as we're walking out. So we got super lucky. If it's at all rainy or snowy or anything, 3 of those passes are really not possible, not safe at all. And so definitely wouldn't recommend it. And it seems like there's a lot of weather out here, so that might be tricky to find a whole bunch of days together with nice weather. We feel really lucky about that. But also because it does have the 8 passes and everything's such high elevation, and it's pretty challenging for sure, like intermediate to advanced stuff, we would say. But just absolutely fantastic. If you ever need a 105-mile trail to do, we recommend it. And the first 25, you don't even have to do the first 25. You can be dropped off at Lady Peak and you miss out on the first 25. Now, I thought the first 25 were pretty neat, especially because it helps you acclimate, and there were some really pretty things in there too. But, that's always does make it shorter, so you don't have to worry about the weather so much. So those are my post-trail thoughts. I thought when you were walking out of the wilderness, you got to walk down. That is not the case in the Uinta Highline. A lot of uphill. We were so close. Oh my gosh. 10:30. Our pickup time is 11:30, And it just started raining. Now it's just a kind of tiny sprinkle, but we were so close to timing this storm just perfectly. But crazy how many people are coming up the trail towards us because it's Labor Day weekend. But they all know the storm's coming. They're all like, yeah, we're ready for some crazy, because it's supposed to rain starting today for sure, 100% at noon, and then all the way through the weekend, Sunday, snow. So it's gonna make some interesting, fun tales to tell for all of them. And then, of course, the very last part of this trail, the whole last mile, which is what we're on right now, is uphill. Oh, man.
But we're almost there.
But we're almost there. Whoop, whoop.
Uinta Highline complete.
Complete. We did it. Nice job.
Nice job. See you soon.
Well, it says welcome, but we're leaving. Bathrooms. And we beat our ride here. Boo! But it's not raining. And we can always take shelter right there if necessary. Woohoo!
Look at it.
Yes, it was so great.